Hey guys, Zach here, coming at you with another video. So we are officially less than a week away until Gamescom 2019. I am very excited because we're going to be seeing information on Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated and Luigi's Mansion 3. But obviously, Luigi's Mansion 3 is my most anticipated game of this year, so I am very excited to see what we will see and what will be offered there. So I don't know how much they're going to talk about. I don't know if there's going to be, like a whole spiel about it. I don't know if they're going to talk about it. I don't know if they're just going to show another trailer, or if they're just going to show gameplay, or if they're even going to show anything new. But there are still a lot of things about Luigi's Mansion 3 that we have to know about and have to learn. Now, I did do a video like this before E3, but obviously E3 is now come and gone. We learned some new information, but there is still information that we are waiting for that we do not know about, that we need to know about soon. So without any further ado, guys, let's get into the video talking about more things that we need to learn at Gamescom 2019 about Luigi's Mansion 3.
ZakPak, he's always there for you. ZakPak, only on YouTube. ZakPak, what will he do next? ZakPak, let's find out, 'cause it's on with the show.
First things first, let's talk about something I actually made a video about a couple months ago now. Boos. We know that the boos are going to return because they have art of them. They have a picture that's showing a boo. A regular boo. Not King Boo, but a regular boo. So, will there be boo capturing mechanics like in the past two games? Will that kind of return, or will boos serve a different purpose? How will you capture them? What are you going to do with them? This is all stuff that we need to know, we need to learn about, because it's part of Luigi's Mansion at this point. Capturing boos, getting a certain amount of them to have something happen, that kind of thing. That's kind of been in Luigi's Mansion in actually both games, so hopefully that kind of thing returns, and hopefully we see how that works at Gamescom 2019. Another thing we need to learn about is the portrait ghosts. We need to see more of them. We need to know a little more of them. I don't think we don't need to see every single portrait ghost. Hell, we don't even need to see every single portrait ghost before the game comes out. Leave some surprises. But I think we should see a couple more. Maybe the two that we don't really know how they work, aka the policeman portrait ghost and the bellboy portrait ghost, because those are the two that we know they exist. We know they are a thing, but we don't know how exactly they function. We don't know how their boss fights work. So maybe we see a bit of those. I think, if anything, we'd probably see the bellboy ghost. Maybe they'd show us the beginning part, the hotel part. Maybe we'd see that. But I think that's one thing we do need to see. We need to see more portrait ghosts, especially because we really got only an in-depth look at one of them, really. I mean, we saw the King McFright ghost as well, but he didn't have any dialogue. We didn't see much of his personality. But we did see Morty. We saw Morty's personality. We saw his dialogue. So I really wonder what they're going to do for the other portrait ghosts in this game, and if there's going to be more of them, because right now they've confirmed a couple dozen, which means about 24. And we only have confirmed 17 floors of this hotel mansion thing. So I'm wondering if there's going to be ghosts, like multiple ghosts in each section, or if it's going to be one on each floor. I'll actually be kind of disappointed if it's only one on each floor, which means A, we'll get only 17, which is less than the first game, but also that means that it's only one on each floor, one on each section. I think it would be better if they had multiple in each section, because it would offer more diversity, and it would also make it more of a whole thing. I don't know how to describe it, but having one portrait ghost in each section just doesn't feel right. It kind of makes them feel more like bosses rather than inhabitants. And I get it, in the original Luigi's Mansion, the portrait ghosts were also bosses, but they also felt like inhabitants of the mansion. It's hard to explain, really, in my opinion, like how exactly, I don't know, it's hard to explain. But having multiple portrait ghosts in each section, I think would work out perfectly. And for those of you always leaving in the comments, they're not portrait ghosts, technically. I know they're not technically portrait ghosts. I know they don't go into portraits, but I'm going to call them portrait ghosts until the day I die. I cannot help it. Unless they come up with a clever new name for them that ends up sticking with me, I'll always call them portrait ghosts. Sorry. Now, I know there was one ghost that I omitted from the portrait ghost section, and that is the woman ghost that we see in the beginning of the trailer, and that we also got art for. I think that she's going to serve as a main boss. Now, I know we obviously have King Boo as our main antagonist. He's going to be the big baddie. He's going to be the mastermind behind everything. We already know that. We could have guessed that from the first Luigi's Mansion 3 trailer that we saw. But I think that this woman ghost has more significance than people are thinking. She's in the hotel lobby with the bellboy portrait ghost, so it makes me think that she's a main part of all of this, unless she's going to be another portrait ghost to fight in the main hotel section of the tower. But I think she does have more purpose than people are currently thinking. And I think that if they want to have her be as intimidating or as much of a main villain as I think she's going to be, they'd want to show her off more. They'd want to show what she's capable of. Unless they want to leave it for a surprise, like for when the game comes out. Unless they want to leave that to surprise, which is completely possible as well, but I don't think they would do that. So I think it's possible that we'll see more of this woman ghost, whatever her name is. I don't think we got a name for her yet. I think it's possible that we'll see more of her and what her main function will be. Alright, let's get this obvious one out of the way. I think we're going to see more of the themes of what these floors are going to be. I mean, we've got, I want to say between 5 to 7 of the themes so far that we know of. There's the hotel, there's the castle, there's the movie theater, there's the garden area, there's the shopping mall. So we know quite a bit, but there's still quite a bit that we also don't know. So it really makes it, very, very, interesting to see what kind of areas we could go into. Like, anything's possible. And I'm really anxious to see what more they have to offer in terms of areas. Next up is the Scare Scraper. I think the Scare Scraper is going to get some more in-depth looking at this time around, because we know of 3 different modes that you do in Scare Scraper. There's the ghost hunting mode, there's the money mode, and then there's the finding the toads mode. And I think that there could be, because I know they have confirmed at least 7 different modes, so there's 4 of the modes that we could see. Will the rush mode come back? Will the polterpup mode come back? Will, there be another new mode? Will there be a portrait ghost mode where you only fight portrait ghosts or something like that? Stuff like that I think would be really interesting to see, in terms of the Scare Scraper. And they said in the Treehouse event back at E3 that there was going to be a special guest waiting for you at the top of the tower. So will you fight Portrait Ghost up there? Will you fight King Boo up there? Will you fight something completely unique to Scare Scraper up there? I don't know. No one knows. So maybe this is something we'll figure out at Gamescom 2019. And it would be really, really cool to see it next week. Another thing we can learn about is the Common Ghost variety. Will there be more Common Ghosts? Because both Luigi's Mansion 1 and even Luigi's Mansion 2 had way more Common Ghosts than we've seen in Luigi's Mansion 3 so far. So are there more ghost types? Is there something unique and, new to the series? Because the Common Ghosts that we've seen so far in Luigi's Mansion 3 aren't anything unique. We have the common, the very, very common ghosts. We have the strong ghosts. We have the ghosts that sneak up on you and grab you. We have the ghosts that hide in things. So there's nothing really unique to Luigi's Mansion 3 yet. So, will we see something unique to Luigi's Mansion 3? That's something we'll have to wait and see. Or, will they do something crazy like bring back ghosts from either of the first 2 games? Will they do something like that? I don't know, because with EGAD's little diary thing on the Luigi's Mansion 3DS games website, it shows that, EGAD has captured some of the Luigi's Mansion 1 ghosts and he was using them for experimentation. And it even shows that he mixed goo with these ghosts as well. So will gooed up versions of the original Luigi's Mansion portrait ghost, or original Luigi's Mansion regular ghost, make a return? We don't know. We don't know that yet. That'd be something that'd be really cool to see, to see return and all that. So definitely interested to see the more Common Ghost variety, especially because in the E3 trailer, we literally only saw the blue ghost in the main game mode. And I know in the Treehouse we saw the red ghosts come around, and there are speedy spirits, but I really want there to be more variety in the common ghosts you fight in the mansion itself. So do you remember with the video I made last week that talked about the news with Luigi's Mansion 3 and Battle for Bikini Bottom HD? I think it's possible that Luigi's Mansion 3 will get a limited edition. Here's why. So, a Steelbook got confirmed for Australia, I believe, which is really weird that it's confirmed for Australia and not here. So, I think it's very well possible that we could be getting that Steelbook, or, in general, just a collector's edition. And I think that since last month, Link's Awakening's collector's edition got announced, and Luigi's Mansion 3 comes out a month later than that, it is very possible that at Gamescom we can learn about Luigi's Mansion 3 Limited Edition, which I think would be really, really cool. I think it'd be really, really cool to have a big box, some sort of limited edition for Luigi's Mansion 3. I would definitely buy it, and Gamescom 2019 is the perfect place to announce it at. Whether it's just the steelbook, or if there's also going to be an art book, or a figure, or a poster, or something in this box, I don't know. I just think it'd be really, really cool to see a limited edition. And like I said before a million times, Amazon Prime, or Amazon, has listed a standard edition for Luigi's Mansion, which, you know, when there's a standard edition, there's usually a limited edition. So, it's very possible that we'll see a limited edition Luigi's Mansion 3, and I think it's possible we'll see it at Gamescom 2019. So there you have it, guys. That's most of my thoughts of things we'll need to learn about at Gamescom 2019. And some of it is stuff that I want to know, if it's going to be a thing, if it's going to happen. But nevertheless, let me know if you guys have any anticipations or wants from Luigi's Mansion 3 at Gamescom 2019. And yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I have my Discord, Patreon, Twitter, Instagram, all that linked down in the description down below, you guys. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.